you that I have not yet done is to tell you what the traditional Negro leader will never tell you. And that's, how do we get out of this mess? How do we get out of this mess? What I have to tell you, my friends, is that in all of my travels around the world, within the last 5 years, I hear a constant message, and that is a widespread belief in the world, the third world, that the African American is going to lead the third world into the 21st century. When I first heard it, I thought someone was just trying to flatter me. I liked it even if it didn't mean it. I still like it. It's a nice thought. But I didn't take it seriously. But as I travel more and listen more, I have to tell you, I believe it. I believe that Allah is calling us not to control Brooklyn and Bedford-Stuyvesant and Harlem, but to lead the third world. Oh, I believe it. One thing that helped me believe it was a gentleman by the name of Hilmy. He's an Egyptian. You know Brother Hilmy? This brother came here from Egypt, and they classified him as white. They classified him as white. And he protested. He said, hey, 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 hey. Want to be white. Some people may, if they can't be white, at least have white women. But he said, I don't want white women and I don't want to be white. I am a black man. He said, I am darker than most African Americans, and I am conspicuously African in appearance. That's what he said. They said, we are sorry. We have a regulation in the Immigration Administrative Order, Section 15, that says that if your original people come from North Africa, anywhere in Arabia, or in Europe, you are white regardless of what you say. So I filed a lawsuit. I filed a lawsuit on behalf of this brother. On behalf of his brother. In Washington, D.C. And my contention is not only is he not white, he will never be white. He said the reason, in Jet Magazine, he said the reason they are trying to classify me as white is they're trying to steal the pyramid. White people want to take credit. And he said, I'm quoting him, we would be fools if we let them get away with it. When he said that, I said, I have an obligation. Pulled out the pen and started to write. I'm going to subpoena Harvard and Yale and Princeton to come to Washington, D.C. and prove who built the pyramids. And I'm going to cross-examine. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask them, who was the Prophet Muhammad? And what did he look like? Harvard and Yale, speak to my people. What did Jesus look like? What did Joseph look like? What did Moses look like? God told him to put his hand in his bosom, brought it out, it was white, scared him to death. God said, all right, put it back. Brought it out as restored its original color. If he were already white, he wouldn't have been American. A black man. I'm going to bring the Jews on the stand and tell them, why did they lie? They are not Jews. They're converts. There's a book written called The 13th Tribe. In a letter was written by a Jew over to King Joseph in Russia. And this Jew was the treasurer in Barcelona. And he said to King Joseph, I'll give up my job. I got a lot of power. But I'll give up the job working for these Muslims and come over there to Russia to be with my people, but you have to answer one question first. Are you the lost tribe of Israel? King Joseph answered him and said, no way! We are not even Semites. We are from Japheth, from the tribe of Ashkenaz. That's why they call them the Ashkenazi Jews. They have no connection to Abraham whatsoever. They have no connection to Jesus whatsoever. These black Jews that I showed you, they're connected, not Golda Meir, not Mr. Koch, not Mr. B, no connection. So what is this man doing at the Wailing Wall? It's in the book. Arthur Koestler, a Jew, called The 13th Tribe. You might have difficulty finding it. Everyone knows with us, we're the biggest joke in the world. Christianity started with the blacks and the whites took it over. Started with the blacks and the whites took it over. And when they took it over, they will never let you have it again. Not the rule. You can be a member. You can be a father. You are not going to be the Pope. They took over Judaism and then started stealing the Palestinian line. That's what they did. The only religion that